I definitely heard all the chants.
What did Boston mean to you?
Everything. It meant everything. I like to say that Minnesota made me a young man that grew up when I came to Boston. I learned a lot coming from the Minnesota situation, and I applied it in my Boston situation. I got all the great memories here.
Hearing Gino at the end of the game.
That was classic. That was like cherry on top for me, you know. You know, my teammates were looking at me like, "What is this?" I was like, "I'll explain later." But thank you for whoever put the Gino on. I know my guys here put it on for me, so I appreciate that.
What'd you think when they were chanting, "We want KG"?
I really wanted them to stop that because I didn't know if Sam was going to actually put me in there. I was like, please. But it was cool. Like I said, appreciation is unconditional appreciation is overwhelming. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate that.
The Celtics win 113-99 over Kevin Garnett's Timberwolves. We're going to talk about Kevin Garnett here, and then we'll talk about the game. This is the Garden Report, brought to you by Grandstand on CLNS Radio in Celtics Ball.
Yes, I'm the boss.
Welcome to the Garden Report, powered by Grandstand. I am Jared Weiss. I'm here with Jack of all trades, Gethin Coolbaugh. You can find him writing for the AP, Sports Exchange, or just making great comments all around on Twitter.
Whoever's going to pay me, really.
So we paid him to come on the show tonight with one hug. We're going to talk about Kevin Garnett here. Kevin Garnett, possibly his last ever trip to the Boston Garden as an active player. Although he was asked after the game, as you saw at the top, is this your last time in the Garden? He just immediately ducked out of there, said something and then ducked out of there. So it isn't. We're gonna treat this like it's the end, and we never know what's gonna happen. What was you're someone that's been, you were a Celtics fan when you were younger, and you've been covering the team objectively, of course, as a professional. What was it like tonight? What was your reaction to the night?
This is one of those special moments. You look back at the original return of Paul Pierce and KG. You know, it wasn't as grand as that, but it's another example of how, you know, basketball really transcends the court for these fans. How it's not just the product that's on the floor. How Kevin Garnett means so much to the city. How that whole era, Kevin, Ray, Paul, Doc, just, you know, it just touches everyone, and they'll never forget. If Kevin Garnett somehow were to play 20 more years, which I'm gonna guess he's not gonna do that.
It is theoretically possible.
It'd be the same reaction. It'd be the same reaction if he comes back, and it's going to be even crazier when that number 5 goes up to the rafters, along with 34.
I saw people asking on Twitter, and sound off in the comments what you think here, but there is absolutely, it's not even a debate. He is getting his number retired.
Yeah, you know, if you base it by other teams' standards, probably not. You base it by the Celtics standards, you look up there and literally every number of everyone who's ever played is up there. But yeah, he just meant so much to the city, and the Celtics have alluded to that before when he originally returned. They showed Kevin Garnett on the Jumbotron, and then they flashed to the picture of the two blank spaces. Yeah. Obviously, Paul's going up there, and I would say the real debate is still Ray with the way everything went down with the Miami thing. But you know, I think once the dust settles, he should be up there too. But they only have 2 more spaces.
Maybe they'll show a little extra square off the side.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go.
So okay, so what was your favorite moment of Kevin Garnett's career here in Boston?
Just to sit and think about all the crazy things. And it was only 6 years, but it felt so much longer than that. His impact, as I said, just lasted so long. I mean, you could go with anything, the knuckle ups, you know. But I would probably say, still my favorite moment of Garnett here was actually when he was with Brooklyn and when he came back that first time. And there was a play, I forget at one point in the game it was, there was a play where Rondo's down on the ground after a foul, and Kevin and Paul both rush over there to lift him up. And the fans get all riled up and happy about that, and it just goes to show that brotherhood. You know, Rondo's had his fair share of things off the court. You know, we won't get into
on
that.
On the court, really even worse.
Yeah, exactly. But it just shows. I mean, that group was special. That's what makes Boston sports so unique. You get those kind of groups, that big 3, the big 4, you know, if you want to call it. That was special, and that's never going to change here.
Got me crying over here, man. Oh my God! I'll tell you, I hope you're crying right now. If you're not crying, you clearly don't care about basketball. For me, I guess there's the anything is possible moment, which I was still a fan at that point. I was a season ticket holder, sitting right over there. I don't know if you can see behind us there. I was right down there in the Lodge, row 5 in section 13. And
you were lucky. Every time I was there, I was way up here, section 324.
My dad was a season ticket holder since '75, so he started up there and he worked his way down.
Did he get honored at the halftime? You know how they do all the during the game?
No, they started doing that right after he got rid of his. Yeah, so. Go figure. But, you know, the shot that just I'll never forget is in the NBA Finals. He had that fully extended jump hook over Pau Gasol where he got like carried in the air. He's falling down. He throws it off the glass. And I'd never seen anything like that in my entire life. And it was just such a miraculous shot. And I remember where I was there at the game and I just started screaming and just like pulling my hair out, like incredulous. I was 18 years old, or I was 18 years old at that point. Just turned 18 that week. And I was acting like a 10-year-old. It was incredible. And, you know, I don't get to experience that anymore, really. I mean, I'll get disbelief stuff whenever, like, when Andrew Wiggins had that incredible dunk tonight. Oh my God! That
Exactly.
dunk
I mean,
was
as you get into the business like we are, you just appreciate basketball. You appreciate the game. You appreciate the relationships. But you're right, because you come here and you watch a game, and it's not that same feeling. But at the same time, you get to see those cool moments. You get to be there when Kevin Garnett, as we're seeing all night on this show, is talking post games. I mean, those are the magical moments that you wouldn't get when you're sitting out there.
All right, well, we're going to leave you with the magical moment from tonight. We're going to do the Grandstand play of the game, Grandstand sports highlights from fans in the stands. On the new sports app, Grandstand, you can share your own Celtics highlights and watch other fans' videos straight from the crowd. Download Grandstand on the App Store or go to grandstand.me. Take it away, KG.